Okay. There you go. There you go. I think that's good. Yeah. All right. I think we're good here. We're rolling. Angle is nice. And yeah, let me take some people to let them know that we are rolling. Okay, so while people are getting ready, let me pause this. Nothing like some vintage J. Cole after you have just secured profits from EURUSD. Anyway, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Daniel Ogbe, and this is my channel, Trades by Oke, where I come to chop up the charts, right? To dissect all of the chart work and all of my trades, basically. Everything I take, all my trades that I take during the week, this is where we come to basically chop it up. And of course, as you know from my previous videos, I'm using Google Meet for now so that I can have a couple of my friends who are also traders come in and, of course, give us their own insights as to the market, right? It's always advisable to do your analysis on a Sunday evening right before, the markets kick off. At least that's how I like to do it, because it kind of sets a perspective that you can use to guide yourself during your week. Okay, I am excited and smiling a lot because for the past two videos, we've been doing some mad flips. My gold trade that I analyzed earlier in my previous videos did really well. I took my $14 to about $220, and I was shouting about it on my Twitter. My EURUSD now has also gone to do really well. I took my $20 still to about $150. So I'm just trying to use this flips to get some extra cash for myself so that I can do some other things in this Tinubu era. But I have also gone ahead to withdraw that money and use it to buy some prop firm accounts so that we can be chilling with the big boys. Yes, I am still here. So that we can be chilling with the big boys over at prop firms, withdrawing all that case of USD. And of course, every single thing would be documented on here on YouTube for you guys to see. If you've not subscribed to this channel at this point, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Take out 3 seconds, just 3 seconds to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, hit the like button so that you are notified when these videos are dropping. I know a couple of you are not exactly so experienced in trading that you can go into the market and analyze the market and actually get something out of it. I would be doing a separate series where I, break down the very basic, the building blocks basically of getting started with trading and technical analysis and all that good stuff. But this evening, see, this Sunday night, no worry, it's for the boys that know what they are doing to come on here. Let's exchange ideas. If you like content like this and you think there's something I should know, you can tag me on Twitter, Oke_wave. Daniel Ogbe is my name. Oke is also my name, but I officially, everyone knows me as Daniel, so Daniel Ogbe is the name, right? So tag me on Twitter, let me know what you think about these videos and what you think I can do better, to get you to stay and subscribe and like and share, right? And do all of good stuff. So I'm just going to give you guys some moments. My chats are open, so if you see me, just know that I'm checking my shit. Sorry. So yeah, if you If you still haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime I drop a video like this, and you can take advantage of the trades within the week. Cool. I'm sweating because I'm charged up. I'm charged up, my nigga. What are we gonna do this week? We touched gold, it happened. We touched USD, it happened. Don't play. At this rate, I thought your baby's twins. I'm joking. But yes, welcome very much. Welcome to the channel. Please subscribe. Please like and do all that good stuff I said. I've been talking so that I'll buy you some time to do that before I obviously have my guys in here and we start diving into why we are here. Right? Let me just take a picture for the culture and to, you know, for all my doubting Thomases that think that I would go and flex away the weekend, we are coming here to drop some bangers. Like, it's crazy. Like, I got laid off. On a side note, I got laid off from my job, right, as a software engineer. And I have just channeled all that to the charts. You know, I've been feeling a bit of way, obviously. It's not something anyone likes to experience, but you know, the tech space is the tech space and these things happen. I have just been channeling all that energy towards the charts and towards my trading, and it's been going well. So let's see how we can keep this going. I've already bought some prop firms. So this week I'll be trading my prop firms when I have a trading opportunity, and you know, motion, my nigga. So yeah, let's see what the week has in store for us. I have EURUSD, of course. Even if I close my trades out, I still have the setup here. The setup is not going anywhere. It's here for me. I'm here again for round 2, baby. Yeah, I'm really excited. I have the EURUSD, I have gold, I have some other good pairs that I would like to touch. So let me take my picture and invite my niggas that can. There you go. Now, let me let everyone know that they can join this really quickly. I really need something. I need something a bit more stable so that I don't have to do Google Meets. I need like a platform, like a software where I can basically do this, have a conference call and not exactly use Google Meet and just have the recording that I can post on YouTube, right? So, or stream it, but I don't know how that streaming thing is going to work for now, but this works so far and we'll just be running with it for now. Excuse me, if you have any alternatives, please feel free to text me or tag me on my X profile, okay_wave is my handle. If you're wondering why I have that wave there, don't worry. There's a lot you guys don't know about that boy. But what we do know is there is somebody here, and that means we are about to get right into it. So just hold on. Let me admit everyone, and then we can kick off to my screen. Thank you very much. And welcome back again to Trades by Okay, where we chop up the charts and give you high probability setups. All right, thank you. Now let's go. Let's get it. 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 My boys are active. Niggas are active. Active.
Activity.
Active. How far now, my guy?
That's there, my dear.
Sure.
But chop, food I go chop first.
Normally. All right, so I think this is where I'll share my screen. this is where, obviously, please, guys, subscribe, like, share, all those good stuff. If you have other traders that are struggling with their setups in the week, you could point them here. You don't have to trade how I trade. You could just look at the setup, and then do what you want to do, right? So, yeah. Let's go. Okay. 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 All right. I believe we are good. How do I expand this? Is this the biggest it can go? I believe so. Well, it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and my guy who is here with us in person, we have officially started this. So if you watched my last video, I spoke about the Euro USD. I've been talking about Euro USD for a while. I think the last 3 videos now that I have dropped, I have been talking about the Euro USD. Ever since I did my analysis on here that had Raymond here, and I did the top-down analysis for the Euro, I have been looking at it really nicely, and it's played out, right? This is my bearish look on the Euro, and it's best if you missed my overall bias as to why I am selling the Euro. You can check my previous videos. My chief, how far now? I see you, my bro Solomon. Solomon H. Big ups, Solomon H. W's in the chat. Oh, nice to have you here, bro. So yeah, for this Euro USD trade, it's been a no-brainer setup. I've had people on X buying the Euro, and it's not my style to go against the overall trend. I rather let those pullbacks play out, and then I continue. So far, we sold from this region all the way back down here. We've broken the counter trend line that we have here on a daily level, on a daily time frame rather. Even if you want to extend this here, we've still broken it, right? So we have broken, this trend line has been broken here. This daily trend line has held at this confluence, and we have pushed to the downside. Now I am already in profits. I've closed out. I closed everything out on Friday because I didn't want to carry such risk into Monday, because I'm trying to grow a small account into a big account, or flip my money. So I wouldn't carry it over the weekend, right? But here we are. Here we are. Here we have this bearish flag pattern here. Again, I talk about it extensively if you can check the previous video. We have this bearish flag pattern here, and we broke the trend line, the counter trend line for this flag pattern. Now, I explained earlier in my other videos that we broke this, but we needed to come and test this confluence for us to carry on to the downside, and that is why I got into the trade here. This trend line on the daily time frame is holding so far, and we've had lower lows and lower highs ever since we fulfilled this technical level, right? So I have been basically trading this sell to the downside. But now we are at a very tricky area, because it is, if you go on a daily, if I hide this for a bit, I'll just hide that for a bit. You see that this guy that I have highlighted here as a line is the 100% retracement point when we are talking about the candle close, not the weak rejection, right? We will still respect the weak rejection, but this candle close, we can't turn a blind eye to it. So the fact we are here and we are slowing down on the 4-hour time frame and so on shows that we cannot turn a blind eye to this guy, right? And of course, there is nothing wrong with us having a little retracement before we continue to the upside, right? So I am waiting for, who's calling? So I am waiting for basically a push to the upside. Who is that right now, really? Just distracted. Hold on, please.
Actually,
All right. So sorry about that. My other phone was ringing, so I had to just go and get it. Anyway, now back to what I was saying, right? Please just bear with me and try and listen to what I'm saying. Right, cool. We have broken this counter trend line, right? This daily trend line has also held. We've broken it and we've journeyed considerably to the downside. Right now, it is basically I am expecting a retracement at this point. I'm expecting a retracement to the upside to some degree, then we carry on to the downside. And the reason I am expecting a retracement is simple. We have this is obviously a region, a cause for concern, a region you want to look at. We might break this and now come and start playing here. Either way, if we are doing that, I would still be looking here for selling opportunities to take it to the downside. But I don't know if that is viable right now. The market can do anything anyway, but my ideal scenario that I will feel the most comfortable trading is a push to the upside. Once we have a push to the upside, then I would want to sell that back down here. Once we get here, lock in some point, and we start pushing for lower lows at that point. And then we can now start playing the trade management game. But before then, it is just the waiting game at this point. This is the blockade that is stopping us from going lower. You can see the sideways movement here. So now it is just to wait for a push up to the upside or a break to the downside. If you took this euro trade and you are wondering if you should close out, don't. I only closed that because I was flipping my money, right? So I was flipping my money. So that's why I closed it out. But maybe next time I should leave out a little something, a little 0.0 something. Do you get, just to lock in the positioning while we now look for more trading opportunities within the trend? Cool. All right. All right. So it's
Okay.
it is
So like I don't know.
Does it? The question is, does it do prop firms?
It's
It does
right.
prop firms and you.
Okay. All right. I don't think Wisdom. I don't know if you're talking to me, but let's try and know when you're about to speak. Anyway, so yes, so game plan for this, we're already in the trade, we've made profits, hooray. But moving forward, I'll be looking for a push to the upside and a continuation back down here. I'll be obviously looking at adding some positions here. You can see the inner trend line that has formed here. So if we are using that as an immediate guide, then it will be a push to touch a confluence and then back down here. If not, and we break down here, no need to shed tears. There's still space. There's still space to the downside. So we'll obviously not just fall to the ground like that. We would have some consolidation beneath here for us to take advantage of. So that's the euro. If you don't know why I am so heavily bearish on the euro, I advise you watch my previous videos, because everything from the DXY to the euro being how it is, and to me having this insight on euro selling so much, you should watch it. I really go over and beyond in my analysis. Right now, it is more of trade management. When should I stack up some more positions? Where should I move my stop loss to? Where should I be looking at new positions? That kind of thing. But the move has been established, and so far we are on course. Right? So cool. Now, another thing I want to talk about is gold. And I'm talking about gold because I do not understand for the life of me why people don't want to leave gold the hell alone. Like, I do not find it wise to try and trade gold this period. And the reason is simple. If you, again, check my previous videos, you'll see that I analyzed gold for a bearish bias. Right? I myself even took a gold sell from this region back down to the downside, to this 100% retracement point of basically to the lowest point here. When we retraced, this is the 100% retracement point, and I took this sell to the downside, right? But now the fact we have not broken this zone, and I keep saying this, when it comes to gold, I keep saying the same thing because my bias hasn't changed. My bias has still not changed. I am still bearish on gold. I am still bearish on gold. My bias for gold has not changed one bit. I am still very much bearish on gold. Right? And the reason I am bearish on gold is, it's simple. I've done the entire analysis. Right? I have done the entire analysis. So if you do not know why I'm bearish on gold, you should watch that. Right? Just watch it. Watch it so that you're more aligned with what I am seeing here and what my thought process is on gold as a commodity. But for now, I will keep my hands off gold till we break this region. I have been talking about this thing on X. I have been talking about it on my videos. The past 3 videos I've been talking about gold, but I am not trading gold because we are above this key level and we need to break that key level, unless we would just be ranging over here. Now, if we are ranging for a bigger retracement to the upside, so be it, right? That's fine. But if not, I do not see myself trading gold. I do not see myself trading gold in this mess. Nah. People posting pictures of buy or sell for gold, and I'm like, just leave it alone. The main juice would come when we break this and then we retest. That is when you want to come and you have this space to the downside. The next key level is this guy here, the resistance that turned support on our way up. Now that's the next place. So that there's still trading opportunities, right? You still find trading opportunities. So just relax. Once we break this support region, then we have space to the downside. If we don't and we start pushing up, then we would obviously come back here and now readjust our what's it called? Our game plan as to if gold is better, like if it is a good idea to sell gold from somewhere higher and then start, journeying back down to the place we first saw gold. I think, yeah, if you look at this lines up pretty nicely. So if we are pushing up here for a bigger retracement and then carrying on to the downside, that's also fine, right? This trend line would obviously need to break, right? But there are some other trend lines that would obviously not be affected. But as a matter of fact, we might come here for a confluence and start pushing. But if this is not happening and we are still in this box, there's no reason why I should be trading this. There's no reason why I do not see the wisdom in scaling to a lower time frame to trade this. This is a daily time frame, and this is a range in the daily time frame. So I do not see the wisdom here. Try to trade all of this here. Nah. So yeah, that's that. That's that for gold and the euro. The euro is still looking nicely. I am still 100% bearish on the euro, no doubt about that, right? And I have another one I was looking up, which is the USD card. But I don't know if I should talk about the USD card. It's still cooking. Lisa, what do you think? Are you here? Do you think we should go over this USD card? Do you think we should go over this USD card? Sorry, someone is trying to text my phone. I don't know if we should go over this USD card, but let's go over USD card properly. Let's do the full breakdown here so that we can obviously get some. Let's just take out everything. Take out everything so that we can do it proper. Mm. Mm. I don't know if I should use my. I don't know if I should use my. Elvis is here. That's nice. That's nice. I like that energy. I like that energy. Bad guy. What's good now, Jay? Yeah. Hmm. Okay. And yeah. Okay. So for USD cards, I am bullish. And the reason I'm bullish is a couple of factors. First is the DXY is trending, right? So that's like a no-brainer as to why my bias would be on that on the buying side. But secondly, seem to have a nice. Should I use the body? Should I use the body? There's a gap here. I don't think that matters. Let me draw that thing again. All right. Yeah, I don't think that matters. So yes, for USD cards, I am straight bullish. And the reason I am bullish is clear actually as to why I am bullish. Well, we might need things to materialize a bit, but yeah. All right, yes, this is where we now scale to weekly. Once. Yo, wow. So yeah, on the weekly time frame for USD card, you can see that we've been moving sideways for the longest. Right? We were meant to push up because we've basically been in this range. We pushed up here, and then we've just been moving sideways. But now the difference between what we have on this from here, oh, imagine the difference what we have from here to the present price point is we've been having higher highs and higher lows. From this point, if I draw a descent trend line, so we've been having higher highs and higher lows. We've been maintaining the upward momentum, right? Despite being in this range. Now, it seems like we have, if I do this, I think this, yeah. You do a counter trend line here. Mind you, this is a weekly time frame, right? So we had this kind of like this double bottom here with this neckline, and then we are pushing to the upside. We are pushing to the upside. Right, actually. Okay, now we need to clean up some things here. Okay, so we had this confluence, the trend line and the support level. We had a higher low here, and then we've pushed up to the upside. Now, obviously, if you watch enough of my videos, you know that I'm very cautious when it comes to monthly levels. And that's the only concern for me in this trade. We can pull back in here for a deeper retracement and apply to the upside. And the reason why I say that is because people have made money here. Right now it's profit taking, right? So it is very possible for us to misbehave at this region, then now start going to the upside. Do I believe it's going to the upside? Yes, 80% sure that USDCAD is bullish. When that would happen, I can't tell. I'll need to watch it probably for the whole of this week where we are in right now to now have a game plan, an actionable game plan. But for now, it is good to look at. I'll be looking at it throughout the week, but I won't be trading it. I already have my euro, which is still going to be an active part of my trading week. But for this, I am looking at this really nicely because it's good. It's good. It's looking good. Once we clear out this monthly level, we have about like 500 pips plus to look at here. About roughly 500 pips. Which is a lot, which is a lot actually. By the time you stack up positions between here, you should get like two or three pullbacks at least in all of this, and you can now stack up to now journey to the upside. But for now, I do not see us being so sure about where we need to go. I do not see us being so sure about where we need to go. We might pull in here, but even at that, the fact that we have this monthly level just doesn't sit well with me. That's just the honest truth. The fact we have this monthly level doesn't sit well with me, and I'll leave it if it doesn't sit well with me. Right? I'll come back once we are, trading above here. And obviously scale lower to a 4-hour time frame and the whole gist of execution. This is just analysis, right? There's no execution yet. So yeah, I believe that is it from my end, actually. That's it from my end. Does anyone have anything they would like to share? I think I am done in terms of what I will be looking at. The euro is basically the only active trade that I am sure I will be taking this week. The euro, I'll still double down on the euro. Last week was amazing, but we'll still double down on the euro. The XAUSD, which is gold, it's still in a 50-50 position. I would be looking at it closely, but not with the intention to trade it, just to see what we do at this level here. Yeah, just to see how we would do things at this level here. Right. The moment we break it and start trading below here, like I said, we would be it's big chilling to the downside. But we need to break it. So I'll just be watching it and trying to observe how we would be reacting to this base. For the euro, of course, I'll be doubling down on the euro this week, no doubt about that. Then USDCAD, like I said, is more of an observational standpoint. There is no real trading opportunities, but it does look nice for a buy. Just risky at this point. Would be giving it another week perhaps, so that it can materialize properly, and then we can take our trade. Right? I don't touch GBP USD, even if it is USD based and it's due for a sell. We are in this nasty range here, and there is just so much back and forth between the buyers and the sellers, bulls and bears, or whatever you want to call them. that this is not a healthy environment you want to come and put your money. Right? So that's that about that. All right. So does anyone have anything there? I think Solomon, I don't want to hear. Oh, that's crazy. Do you have anything you'd like to share or something you would want us to look at ahead of the week? Bitcoin. Raymond was talking about Bitcoin the other time. I told him I am not sure of this guy. So we will most likely be coming in to touch this trend line again, which it looks like that is what is happening. We are coming in to touch this trend line. I believe so. I believe so. No, yeah, I believe so. I believe we are coming to touch a technical level somewhere. Then from there, we now fall over to the downside. What you want to do in a situation like this is obviously to have a something like this in place. So you see how exactly they plan on how exactly BTC plans on. Hold on. Yeah, how exactly BTC plans on reacting. Basically, I am not going to trade this, obviously. I'm just saying that if you want to sell Bitcoin, you need to wait and really wait for a confirmation, because this still looks like it is retracing and trying to form and not sure about itself. So I would stay clear and trade the euro like I know the euro that is giving me the green light. So I believe that's everything from me. Does anyone have anything they want to share? Elvis, I know you trade NAS. So do you have something for us so that we can also benefit from that? I think I should be looking at NAS too. I think I should be looking at NAS. Let me check now. NASDAQ. I think this is it. Yes, NAS 100. Is it this one?
I'm going to check out. So
Let me check NASDAQ. US Tech 100 cash. I believe, is this one now, Abi? I don't know. Is it this one? I want to know if it's this one or is it other. Because this is looking like a sell. Even if we have like the overall trend is bullish. Even if the overall trend is bullish. Even if the overall trend is bullish, then there's every possibility that will be selling to a significant point. There's every possibility would be selling to a significant point. Yeah, there's every possibility we'll sell to this region here before we now carry on for a push to the upside. You get my gist? Are you here? Elvis.
yeah, I'm here.
So we've broken out. Basically, we've broken out of this high. Yeah. Let me mark this with a black bar. So basically, we've broken out of this resistance region here, and then we had a push up and then consolidated. So it is looking like we would be pushing to the downside temporarily before we now journey back to the upside. I would watch how we come in here actually while trading this. I would watch how we come in here for us to actually now get the confluence and satisfy the technical level, then carry on to the upside. Right? Ahead of that, you want to just have I mean, it's not even necessary, to be honest. This guy here seems to have been broken. Seems to. It's not a clear break, but it's a daily time frame, so you can. Okay, so look, here's the thing with NASDAQ, right? We have overall, the bias is bullish, right? The bias is bullish, and we've gotten this impulse leg to the upside because the bias is bullish, right? And now there is exhaustion from this guy. Two things can happen here. We can either move to the sideways some more, continue this, and then play around here till we now finally break out on top and then carry on to the upside. Or we pull back in here for a deeper retracement and then now start carrying on to the upside. Either way, this exhaustion needs to finish before we continue carrying to the upside. That makes sense now, yeah? I believe it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. NASDAQ doesn't look so bad. It looks straightforward, like it's very straightforward. If you know what you're doing anyway. You know what you're doing anyway. So the game plan for NAS is this. The game plan for NAS is a breakout play. Oh, chill, man. The game plan for NAS is a breakout play, right? Where we break out here, clear breakout, retest. If you want to sell this to the point of interest for this buy to continue, you can do that, but it is not a financial advice. I would state that clearly, and it is short-lived. It is very much short-lived because we might not get to this the bar itself, right? These things are more of psychological levels than the actual line. So we might not get in here to now bounce off. You understand? But we would retrace. The moment we break here, the moment we have a clear break of this base, this support region that we are trying to invalidate, I genuinely believe we should have a much deeper retracement that would now be enough to carry us to the upside. So if you want to sell that to this region, then you need to be watching it like a hawk. Like you need to be watching it as like a hawk because it can turn around at any given moment. So if you do not know that the retracement is over and it's time for bulls to come in and you're still selling, you might hurt yourself. So there's still some more moves to be made on this. And I'll mark this. I'll mark this. I'll be looking at this. I'll be looking at this very closely. At least this week, next week, I should be looking at NAS. I'll move NAS above GBP USD because I'm not looking at that. So yeah, thanks a lot. I'll be looking at NAS really, really, really closely because the moment we have a good retracement back down to the downside, then I should be gearing for buying opportunities. I should be gearing for buying opportunities that will now take us back to the upside. No doubt about that. So yeah, that's it for me. It's 9:13. Well, thank God today isn't the last video I did was I think the World Cup final, and that was by 12 something in the night. Like it was crazy. But I mean now I'm refreshed. So yes, thank you. I think that's all from me. All that I'll be looking at this week, just to recap, is obviously the euro. I will be looking at the euro USD really, really nicely. I don't know. Elvis, is there any correlation between euro USD and NAS? Are you aware if there's any? I don't know if there's any, but if there is, that might serve as an extra confirmation. But I'll be looking at the euro. Euro is king. Euro is definitely king, right? Euro is king. So I'll be looking at the euro.
Well, not really. Not really, just that. Yeah.
I'll be looking at the euro. Definitely looking at the euro. Looking at the euro, I'll be looking at gold more for observation rather than trading. Then I'll just be looking at. I'll be observing. Yeah, from what I have so far, I will be playing the role of an observer for gold, USDCAD, and NAS while I take an active trade on the euro. Yeah, I think that is a good lineup to have going into the week. Right. So does anyone have any pair they want to point us to so that we can so that we can start wrapping this up, or even wrap up, so if not even start. By the time I beg people to subscribe, that should be the end. That should be the end of this. But yes, does anyone have any other pair you want to look at? Solomon?
Well, confirm if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, EURUSD is just like you said, it's also an active trade for me. Yeah, because I have a position there. Yeah, I have a position there, a sell. I wanted to share. I wanted to sell Gold. Can you see my screen? Yeah, so there was a time last week when we talked on X where I told you I bought. Yeah. You can see this buy here. It's all about the timing actually. So basically I knew I was buying a retracement, and if you have a strategy built around it and you know what you are doing, you can actually buy and know when to exit. You can see you can see my exit here. Immediately I exited.
You started tanking.
So this sell, I didn't catch this sell, even if I knew it was going to sell. I didn't catch it because we all have signals and strategies. So I didn't see mine. I just had to let it go. Then that was on Friday. After I took a loss on gold. Yeah, you can see this gold here. I sold gold, which I am still positive is going to sell. But gold being what it is, it went to test this level first. Yeah, before dropping. So if I had, let's say, waited, though I picked up my signal around here, which sometimes is part of the game. You can't always control the market. I picked up my signal here and it went back to test this level. I believe with the market opening, there might be a gap already that this gold has dropped to somewhere here. So, and that is largely due to the fact that DXY is strong. Yeah. DXY is strong. So when I took a loss on this gold, I was already watching EURUSD. So I got my signal and I entered. So you can see what EURUSD did. I got my signal around here, and another strong confirmation I had was this rejection from this recent resistance. So basically below this level, the blue line, there was also a rejection there. But then, given the overall trend being bearish, I know that this is just this could just be a false signal. Then I got this buy candle rejection here, which is clearly a liquidity sweep or grab or fake out, depending on the term. Like I said, all these terms are the same thing. They are just giving them, they're just giving them fancy names. So that was like a trigger for me, a confirmation, given my signal had already formed, a liquidity grab has happened. Then I entered. I placed my SL according to my according to the structure, which, as you can see, due to how things played out on Friday, the market was not like stable a bit, like it was a bit shaky. You can see that it went back up. So my SL survived a little bit and started dropping again. So I'm still holding this trade. It's an active running trade, which is already in profit. I'm still holding it on the euro based on the fact that I'm a day trader. Taking my first profit here. After that, there might be a retracement. Then we continue the downtrend. But we know that at some point, this trend line is going to be tested. So we don't know when that deep retracement will happen. Definitely might come with a consolidation that will take you closer to this area before going to test it another. But there's a minor trend within this range too forming. But for next week, I'm also bearish on EURUSD.
W's team sells on the euro.
Then I'm still watching the gold. Yeah, those are the two pairs I'm watching. gold if I get another signal on that sell again at that area, because that liquidity grab is also a signal that the market has gone to get fear for more
Yes,
drops.
yes, I agree.
So that's it. Then also I am looking at NZD USD. So basically I like pairs that trend, like that has visible trends. I like pairs that have visible trends. And at this spot here, you can see I've marked out an alert here. I've already seen a signal, but I'm waiting for the market to open. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping that it drops a bit here or test the trend line again. So any position I'm taking, obviously my SL is going to be around this area. Yeah, my SL is going to be here, this rejection candle. Any position I'm taking, that's where I place my SL. Then also, I went further to the daily time frame. I also saw a larger version of the signal I trade. So that's why you can see this line here too. So if we break above this line, we can continue upwards to the next major resistance. So you can see this could be TP1, this could be TP2, giving us a total of 81 pips. For a day trader, 81 pips is actually too much. Basically, this would definitely be a swing trade. This would likely not play out in one day. So basically, I'm a day trader intraday. So you can see that most times I hold my trades for 3 days. There was a time, sometime last year, when I had there was this payout I had on a prop. It was a good trade. I held that trade for about 5 days because I already calculated everything. That single trade would take me to a payout. So I held it for 5 days, yeah. Basically one. So I actually do hold trades, but majorly if I get these targets here, I'm okay. But the reason why I may not take it is I usually don't go below 1:2. You understand? Because of the way the trading probability works. Personally, I prefer 1:3. So I favor 1:3 setup. So I may not actually take this. If I see a better setup that gives me 1:3, I would leave it. I'll leave this for that one. So that being, you know, trading is actually not rocket science. It's a game of probability. So the rationale being that if I have 10 trades, if I take 10 trades if I take 10 trades and I get 1:3, 1:3 for 10 trades. Now, in that 10 trades, if I lose 7 times, for instance, that's, let's say I'm risking $10 to get $30, for example. If I lose 7 times rather,
that's
I've lost $70. And if I win the remaining 3, that's $90. So when I do the plus and minus at the end of the week or the month, depending on how you spread out that 10 trades, you are still profitable. You consider you just need 30% win rate to be profitable. Then some weeks, some months, you go as high as 50% win rate, sometimes 40% win rate. You understand? And if you're trading good capital or a prop, getting that percentage on let's say a $10,000 or $100,000 prop, that's good for the week. If you can do that consistently, you would actually know where you are. The problem many traders are having is the fake dreams that have been sold on line, X and
Yeah.
all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of those stuffs are fake. All those flipping and all those, and even flipping, before you do all those shit, you should, those guys already have good capital. Those guys can afford to lose those capitals like 10
Yeah.
times. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Because they've already set aside the funds for it. So they are willing to risk it all, hoping that at least one of the
At least
flips,
one. Yeah, will
yes,
cover.
one of the flips will cover everything. That's the thing people don't understand. But aside that, when it comes to real trading, you target a specific arrow either for the week or the month. That's how professionals trade. That's how banks trade. At the whole of the year, banks can just target 10% return, 5% return, and they are good, they are profitable. That's because they trade with large capital. So
Yeah.
good capital is a leverage. That's why, despite what's happening in the prop firm industry, props are still good. Prop has helped a lot of people. They've changed a lot of lives. You understand? Because
Yeah.
they give you access to those kind of capital, which
Yeah.
your actual fund cannot.
Cannot give you.
Exactly. So that being said, yeah, Euro USD, I'm with you on Euro USD. Looking at NZD USD, also looking at gold sales. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. 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 W. Nice. Nice. Freaking nice. Euro USD. Prepare yourself. Boys, they line. All right, thanks you. Thanks a lot, bro. Thanks a lot for coming and obviously giving us NZD as a banger. I'll probably go check it out. I'll probably go check it out so that we can be trailing it from now. And when it's now time to execute, we are not lost. We
Yeah.
actually know what we're doing. You
Yeah,
get
it's actually changing. It's actually changing phase. If you look at it from the daily time frame, you see that it's trying to start the uptrend. But just like I said, based on the fact that I'm a day trader, I've already started seeing the trend on my time frame, 4 hours daily. I've already started seeing the trend. But on the daily, weekly, you will see that the trend is just starting. You understand? So yeah,
yeah,
it's one that you can look out for,
yeah,
because
yeah,
those pairs actually trend. Those pairs trend once they start trending, they form a series of higher highs and higher lows before they start changing or going sideways. So yeah, I've intentionally picked pairs that trend a lot because that's
yeah.
what works with my
Yeah,
strategy.
that's what works. Actually, I agree with you. I agree with you. 100%. Trendy markets all day, every day.
Yeah,
Actually. Thanks a lot, my G. Thanks a lot. Thanks a whole lot, bro. Like I appreciate you pulling up. Let's do this more. Let's do this more. Next week Sunday.
yeah,
Active. All right now.
definitely.
No problem, my bro. Thanks a lot. Thanks a whole lot. All right. And now, good night. All right. Let me. Oh, boys, they hot. Boys are on fire. Stop sharing. And this is my. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for staying to the end of this very long video. But the value is unmatched, right? Thank you very much. If you stuck to the end like this and you're seeing my face, let me adjust this thing. And you're seeing my face as I am talking, see on my eyes, I'm already tired, but we have to do it. We have to do it. The show must go on. If you want to reach out to me about your trading or about the trades we've analyzed on this call, you can simply tag me on X. You see, Solomon, the Forex trader that was the last person on the call, we are active on X. We share ideas on X. It's a good way to, have some sort of community because you cannot do trading alone. No. Okay. You cannot do trading alone. So if you like content like this, please subscribe. Please like. Please subscribe. Please like. Hit the bell icon so that you can be notified every time we have a video like this where we come on here and chop the chart. All right. So this is my time here on YouTube. Thank you very much for sticking around, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.